So anyway, I'd like to say hi to everybody. Let's do something really quick that we've never done. I'm going to unmute, or I'll just call your name. Just unmute yourself and just say hi. Tell us where you're from, how much you've lost with Beachbody, or what your favorite program is. Just real basic, something quick. Francisco, can you introduce yourself real quick? See if we can get you on here. I'm not sure if you can. I don't think you heard. Let's try. Hey, Corey, can you hear me? Could you share with us where you're from, what you're doing?
Yes. I'm originally from Salina, Kansas, smack dab in the middle of the United States. Currently stationed in Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh. Awesome.
Programs, I used P90X back in 2005 to drop about 25 pounds. I was recruiting at the time and eating all that nice San Antonio food. So I kind of got some extra weight on me. Up until now, I've just been using military fitness because I'm back with the Airborne Infantry Battalion, and looking forward to starting 21-day fix with my wife here when it shows up.
Awesome. So Corey was a coach. He was a coach before, started a long time ago. He's ready to get started back up now. So just know, welcome back to the family. I know you're just brand new again with us, starting up with these coaches, so we're excited to have you, bud.
Awesome, thanks.
Okay, Bennett. I'll unmute you here if I can. Let's see, Bennett, can you hear us? Let's see if I can get him right here. All right, hey Bennett, are you there? His looks frozen. Daniel, are you there? Let's see. Can you introduce yourself to us?
Yeah, my name's Daniel. I just signed up. I've been doing P90X3 for about 14 days now. I think I've lost like 3 or 4 pounds, but I've got a lot of muscle tone coming in. I gained some weight when my girlfriend got pregnant with our first son 2.5 years ago. I don't know how I gained the weight, but it just happened like that. So now I'm trying to lose it.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. I've gone through that like 4 times now. So
I feel for you.
Well, welcome to the family, man.
Thank you.
All right, Claire, are you there? Let me see. Can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself to us?
Yeah, hi, I'm right here. Sorry, my dog's distracting. Yeah, so I'm originally from Los Angeles, but I'm living in Colorado Springs right now because that's where I'm stationed. And right now, actually tomorrow, I'm starting Insanity Max 30, and I'm really excited about it. Like, really excited. And I did T25 last year, and I lost 3 pounds. So, I mean, whatever. I didn't have that much to lose, but I got toned. So that was nice.
Cool. Well, welcome to the family. Let's see, we have Amanda here. Amanda, could you introduce yourself to us? And the little one? Let me see. I can help unmute you if you need. Let's see. There you go. Now you're unmuted.
Hi, my name's Amanda Veracruz. I'm from Lawton, Oklahoma. Well, actually from Texas, but we're stationed here. This is Daniela. She wanted to say hi.
Hi, Daniela.
I've lost, well, I'm gaining back some weight. We're expecting baby number 3 now, but I lost about 30% body, well, not 30%, I guess. I don't actually remember my percentage. I think it was like 10% body fat, so it was about 30-something pounds of fat.
Mommy, can I ask him?
In a minute.
Can I ask him what's his name?
In a minute. With T25 and Turbo Fire, and I think those were my favorites. Combat, I did like it too.
Can I ask him what's his name now?
Baby's busy.
Well, what you can ask Daniela, right?
Yes, Daniela.
Hi, Daniela.
Hi.
This is my daughter, Kina. She came in to bring me a sign because I was on this call. Show 'em. She came to bring me this sign that says, "We won."
They won.
Okay, let's meet Alex out in. I know you're out in Hawaii. There you go, Alex. There you go, Alex.
So I am Alex, and I'm in Hawaii, and I've been here I grew up here, but I've moved to Texas, and then I've been back here for about 7 years now. And I started in October with T25. Once T25 was over, I kind of stopped doing stuff, and then I started Insanity Max in January, and I've lost 15 pounds. I have 3 girls, and I've actually gained a lot of weight when I had my girls. I've been trying to lose weight, and actually after doing T25, it was like the easiest off weight ever.
Cool.
Well, it
Well,
doesn't make the best way that I've been able to get weight off.
awesome. So our programs are working. Cool. Interesting fact, Missy Elliott that had a little experience on the Super Bowl right now with Katy Perry, she lost like 70 pounds. And she
Wow.
she used T25 as well, which is kind of cool. So, okay, Daniel, let's see if we can get Francisco on now. Hey, Francisco, I'm going to see if I can unmute you. Can you hear us? Francisco, could you introduce yourself to us? Hear me. Okay, I'm not sure if you can hear me, so awesome. Hey guys, I wanted to keep this short and quick for you guys today. You guys are excited about your journey as a Beachbody coach, right? The reason I wanted you guys to introduce yourselves and to kind of hear a little bit about what you've done is to show you guys that these programs work and that each of us are all different. We're all different personalities. We all come from different lifestyles. It's kind of cool. We had, I think, 3 military people in this group, which is kind of cool. So I wanted you guys to share your stories and get connected a little bit, because the more that you can stay connected to these people on your team, the more likely you're going to succeed, because you need to have positive, like-minded people surrounding you. Because people will tell you that this doesn't work or this or that, or who do you think you are, that you can build some kind of business, or, you know, everybody will try to hold you back and keep you from where you want to go. So it's important to stay connected with this group. That's why I wanted you guys to get to know each other. I also wanted you to know that because one of the biggest parts that I've learned as a Beachbody coach, one of the biggest books that made an impact on me was Start With Why by Simon Sinek. And it's basically goes over the whole in detail on, you know, the whole facts tell and stories sell. You know, Beachbody sells the products. We don't have to necessarily go out and try to convince people that our products work, because they work. They're on the infomercials. They're #1 infomercials. We have the best shake. So the thing that's going to attract somebody to want to do business with you or have you be their coach or to join your team is going to be you being able to tell your story, who you are, how Beachbody's changing your life, how you're going to change lives in the future with it, how are you going to use this to help other people, and then also your ability to connect people with other stories. I think one of the most powerful things that I've ever done as a coach in my last 4 years is to connect one person with another person at an event or on a team call or in a group like this, because the more stories that you can learn and the more people that you can get to know that are changing their life with it, you can connect those stories with somebody. For example, I only lost, and I shouldn't discredit it, but I lost 38 pounds when I first did 90 days of P90X. So I've never had like 100 pounds to lose. But it's important for me to get to know coaches on our team, or at least get to know their stories of coaches that have lost 100 pounds or 50 pounds or 80 pounds or have overcome high blood pressure, or all these different stories, so that when I talk to somebody at Walmart in the produce section, or maybe I'm standing in line at the park, or, you know, sitting at the park while my kids are playing, and I talk to somebody, I get to know them, and I find out they have a struggle with something like that, I can relate with them and be like, hey, you know what? Really cool story. I have a friend, actually, with a part of what I do, I'm a Beachbody coach. I help people with health and fitness programs. They actually lost 80, you know, I could go in and just say, hey, my friend actually lost 107 pounds in 7 months using the 21-day fix. I believe I could help you. Can I get your email and we could talk another day about seeing if this program will work for you? So I'm able to relate better with people when I can gather stories. So I want you to look at yourselves kind of as like 2 different things. You're story collectors to relate stories with other people. You know, you're creating your own story and you'll relate that to people, but you're also creating, discovering and learning other stories so you can create those with different people. And then I like to call myself, instead of a recruiter, because to build a team of coaches, you have to go out and recruit people. You have to go find people that believe in what you believe in, that are like, yes, I believe Beachbody is a better way. Yes, I have a good job, but man, how cool would it be to be surrounded by positive people, do awesome workouts, and make a little money on the side. So instead of calling it recruiting, I call myself a talent scout. I'm out looking for talent. I'm looking for people that are like me, that are passionate, excited about life, and want to do more than just work in a cubicle or work the same old job. I just want to do something, add more purpose to their life. So that's what I look at it as. So if somebody asks me at the park or somewhere like, what is it you actually do? I just boldly say, hey, I'm an online health and fitness coach, and I'm a talent scout for a business, for people that want to build businesses. You know, it's whatever you want to say, depending on the conversation you have. But my main one is I'm an online health and fitness coach. I help people, achieve their goals with health and fitness online with accountability groups. And then I ask them how I can help them, or if they know anybody that I can help. So it's going to be important to collect stories, to share stories, because that's going to be one of the main parts of you guys becoming successful with this. And what I want you guys to know as brand new coaches, or coaches that have been in the business for a while and you're ready to get started. And if you're wondering what I mean by been in the business in a while and ready to get started, is if you listen to our team call from last Thursday night, I talk about recruiting coaches as VIP members. You bring people on as like a VIP member. They're not even, as far as they're concerned, they're just signing up to get a discount on products and be connected with the Team Beachbody. So I have VIP members or coaches that have been coaches for, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months through the transformation. They're like, okay, Scotty, I'd like to start helping people now. And then I get them started into a coach training group, even though they've been a coach for like 5 or 6 months. Does that make sense when I say we have some newer coaches? Bennett, you're back. Awesome. So what I wanted to start out with you guys on is you guys are on this call because you want to build a business, because that's what the Mastermind group is about, teaching you guys how to build a business. So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys is you have to accept and decide today that you are going to own your own business. So write that down if you haven't. I am going to own my own business. This is my own business. And a good way to look at that is to pretend it's like a franchise, like Subway, or I hate saying the names of some of these places, but Subway, McDonald's, any of these franchises, Panda Express. A franchise is someone built a company and then franchised it. They make it available for other people in other cities to take their model that they created, their business, and then they build it. They build it in their hometown, and the original person that built that business gets a profit off of that, like a percentage fee. So that's kind of how Beachbody coaching works. So in a franchise, what I want you to understand is they own that business. Those people go, most of them, if they don't have money or capital that they've earned or saved up over years, they have to get a loan, or they use their savings or their 401k and they build their dream business. They go get a franchise. They put that money into getting a building. They buy one or they lease one. And then they buy the franchise, which ranges from $25,000 to $100,000 for some of them. So they pay all this money to start their business and put up their Panda Express or whatever it is. And then they own that business. They're the owner of that. And what I want you to understand about that is your business is kind of like that. So if that business wants to grow, they've got to do their own advertising. They've got to find their own way to bring people into their door. They pick their location, obviously, which helps, but they find the way that they can connect with people and bring them into their door. So look at businesses around you for examples when you're building your Beachbody business. Don't just look at coaches, but look at how businesses market and advertise themselves, and realize that that's what you have to do. You have a business that you need to market and advertise so you can get people to come through your door. Come through your door means be open to have a conversation with you where you can get to know them, find out what they need that you have that you can help them with. So to find out what they're struggling with or something they need, and say, hey, you know what, Bennett, you say you feel like you need to lose 20 pounds, you just haven't been able to do it. I have a solution for you. Are you willing to work with me? And I can help you figure out or give you some tools that will help. So your goal is to, get really long-term to build this business. Don't get overwhelmed with everything you learn in the Coach Online office. Yes, you got to continue to learn on our team calls, the National Wake Up Calls, and from books. But the main thing is going to be your ability to create a way to connect with new people every day, at least 2 people a day, and then you can start to build relationships with them and give them a good experience, whether they buy from you or not. The goal is that they buy from you, obviously. But if you give them a good experience, whether they buy or not, they're going to be more open to saying to their friends, like, hey, you know what? I did P90X. Bennett helped me with it, and get this. Maybe Bennett, maybe he didn't even buy it from you, or he didn't buy Shakeology. He didn't sign up as a coach, but you were just there and kind of motivated him, gave him some tips when he asked. When his friends ask him, if you gave him a good experience, whether he bought or not, he's going to say, hey, you know what? My friend Bennett, he's like an online coach. He's been helping me. And then he'll send you referrals. So always make a goal to give a good experience to everybody, to meet as many people as you can, because that's going to be the key to this business. So I want you to imagine this right now. You have your brand new business, right? You guys got to turn the open sign on. If you haven't yet, you got to turn the open sign on, which means you start talking about it publicly. Don't put links, like absolutely don't put any links on your Facebook wall to sales or to products or to your website. That's kind of an icky thing to do. But get it out there that you're an online health and fitness coach, so that people know. That's like you getting that building or that franchise and turning the sign on, flipping the neon lights on, and getting a big ribbon or something, having a grand opening. Let people know that you're in business. And then I'm going to ask a question to someone. I'm going to ask Daniel. Daniel, so if you have this brand new business, and remember we're relating this franchise to your Beachbody business. If you wanted to build that business successful, what kind of schedule would you need to have? Would it be a once a week, a once a month, a daily, a 5-day a week, 6-day a week? Like if you were to build your dream business, what would your schedule, what would you do to give the best experience to your customers?
It'd be whatever it takes, really.
Whatever it takes?
Off the bat. Yeah.
Okay, whatever it takes off the bat. That's a good response. Bennett, what would you say? I can help unmute you if you need to. Let's see. You know how to unmute yourself there, Bennett?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, cool.
What kind of schedule would you create if you had a franchise, like one of those places, and you're relating it to this business?
I'm going along with what Daniel said too. Like it's an everyday thing, and just have a structure. Like set aside time, but do it consistently all the time. Without stopping. So,
dude, perfect answers, man. Bennett and Daniel gave us perfect answers right there. It's not necessarily 24/7 because any guy building the business would burn out with 24 hours a day. You've got to create balance. But I love that you said structure and kind of consistency, because if you look at any business, they have store hours, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., or they have, Saturday from noon to 5. But they have a structured schedule. And what I want you guys to do is with your business as well, if it's only 1.5 hours that you have available right now, you've looked at all your priorities, like this is what I can do, 1.5 hours, then set that as your hours and make that, and decide to make that your consistent business hours. If you're working 4 hours, then make it consistent like that and let people know, because the biggest thing is going to be is this is a relationship business, like we talked about, meeting people, connecting with people, offering them a solution. When you're consistent, you build trust. If you're like, and I had my own lesson right here today. I'm honestly, I was feeling like crap with how my arm's feeling from this surgery. And I ate some pizza, which I'm not used to, and I was watching the Super Bowl. And out of feeling like crap, I wrote on the group, I was like, hey guys, we're not going to do the call. And it was just me being like, I was just not feeling good. I was like, I'm not in the mood to motivate and inspire right now. I'm just going to put it off till tomorrow. And then I sat there thinking, watching the football game, and I was like, you know what? I teach my coaches that you've got to set schedule and you've got to show up for people, because that's how you build trust with people. So to build trust with people, you want to do what you say you're going to do. So, decide your hours. And guys, we have a very large business now with over 20,000 coaches, but I have a very structured and scheduled business that I have very good balanced family time and very good balanced business time. When I'm with my family, 100% family. When I'm with my business, 100% business. When I'm with my band, 100% band. And it's just setting that schedule and those boundaries and then just sticking to it 100%. When you do that, you're going to have way more energy to build this business when you have structure and you're not all over the place working whatever you want. So I want you guys to set your schedule and treat it kind of like that franchise. Like you guys own a business. if you guys are going to be, when you become successful and we're hanging out at one of our retreats, it's not going to be because I made you successful. It's going to have nothing to do with me. The only thing it's going to have to do with me is that I did the activity and you followed what I did and you made it your own. You know, because I've created that success that you guys are looking for. So if you guys are going to be successful, it's not because I babysit you or beg you guys to get on calls or beg you guys to talk to people or to do your workouts. It's going to be because you guys do you do the actions that you see me do. The talking to 2 new people a day, doing the 3 vital behaviors, getting on the team calls, showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not feel like it. So I want you guys to make that decision right now as business builders that you're going to do that. So can I get a thumbs up if you're ready to be a business builder? Own your own business? Boom. And I look forward to celebrating that with you as you go. You know, because, I mean, you're going to imagine the accomplishment. I want you to think about it and envision what it's going to feel like. Each of you guys, I've heard most of your goals one-on-one in conversations or in text messages or Facebook messages. So really visualize what that's going to feel like right now, so that you know what you're working for every single day. So you have that why, that reason to wake up and work your business, whether you feel like it or not at that moment. And this is a business, like, you can't wait for me to motivate you on a weekly call. If that's the case, you're never going to build the business. You've got to act yourself into motivation. And I had a great example at church. I was in a church class today, and they were talking about how God can use us as tools, right? He wants each of us to be tools to help other people. And the only way that he can use us is if we put our foot on the gas. He can't steer us if we're not in motion. We can't move the steering wheel. He can't point us which way to go if we don't have the foot on the gas. So if you apply that to your life in this business, I just need you guys to put your foot on the gas, not worry about the details, use your excitement, your enthusiasm, continue to create results, and then, you know, that's where you come to me and your upline coach and be like, hey, I'm moving, guys. I've got people interested. I'm not quite sure what to do with this next person that's ready to start. Can I get some guidance? But you guys have got to be the ones to put the foot down and start making the conversation, inviting people, you know, to listen to our team calls or to listen to the videos that we have. And I have 2 blog posts I want you to look at. If you didn't watch Thursday's call, I have a blog post called What is Invite, Invite, Invite? It's a step-by-step how to invite somebody to your challenge group with some script. And then our team call we did last Thursday, we taught how to invite somebody to be a coach and who you should invite to be a coach. And I named that one How to Recruit. I called it Build Team Beachbody Business. I called it Build Team Beachbody Business on my blog. I put a recorded YouTube video of our entire team call where we did some scripts and we did some talking, like an hour on how to add coaches to your team. I want you guys to watch those 2 because the way to build this business is to add coaches and add customers to your team, people that are excited to do this with you. In those 2 videos, those 2 blog posts will give you everything you need to know realistically on who to talk to, how to talk to them, and the amount of conversations you're going to need to have before they actually say yes for the most part. So I want you guys to watch those, and I just want to give you a few details on how this group's going to work. We're going to do 30 days in this group, and I'm going to give you an assignment every day and it's just going to be something to teach you about things that I've learned about Beachbody coaching that have helped me grow my business, helped me expand my market on a like page, on Instagram, with YouTube videos. I'm going to teach all those things with 1 assignment a day, Monday through Friday. And I'll post that assignment up the day before. So for example, tomorrow's week 1, day 1. You'll see me post that tonight before I go to bed so that you guys have it available tomorrow morning when you work on your business. If you're really tight on your schedule and haven't figured out how to make more than like an hour and a half to 2 hours for your business, if you get overwhelmed with the group, don't feel obligated to do the assignments. You can ask me for them in a private message where I can give them to you and you can go through them at your own pace if the group structure is not what you like. Because, I mean, one of my most recent diamond coaches, she wrote me after day 2 and she's like, hey, you know what, I really don't have time to do these assignments. I know they're important. If you could just send them over to me, I'll do them all on some weekend. But I need to use all of my time right now because of how busy I am to build relationships with people and bring coaches onto my team. And I was like, girl, you go for it, you know? So that's the most important activity that you can do aside from reading your personal development and doing your workout, is building those relationships. So if your time is tight or you feel like the assignments don't fit your schedule right now, feel free to just let me know in a one-on-one and say, hey, you know what? I think I need to use my time. I understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to use my time this way. Feel free to let me know that. The group is just to help those that like to learn a little bit, of like a spoonful at a time, some things that'll help. Because I know some people can get overwhelmed really easy with something like this in the beginning. So thumbs up if you agree to let me know if you're overwhelmed, if there's another route you need to take. Because just know that one person's way isn't everybody's way. I've kind of just gathered over the past 4 years what has worked best for the majority of our team, and it's duplicatable. So don't try to necessarily reinvent the wheel, because what we have is working for coaches. And one thing, see, I told you I was going to do 30 minutes, and I'm already like going way past. As you go on this journey, you're each going to set your own goals, right? You all have your own why, your own vision, your own goals. Sometimes you have to put you have to put some blinders on so that you don't get distracted. Because I mean, there's been times that I have, like right now, we have on this call, like 9 coaches will go through the group, and one person will just come in and like get like SC 15 in their first month, like Success Club 15, sign up like 5 coaches, and some of you may still be struggling to get the first 1 or 2 coaches, and you can feel like a failure, or like, why are they doing it and I'm not doing it? And you start the negative self-talk. So sometimes if you see that going on in the group, put the blinders on and just focus on you. Focus on you and your goals and your challengers. Don't ever, I mean, the best way for any business, not just Beachbody, any business in general, is to not stress out and worry about how great somebody else is doing. Look at what they're doing, get some keys or some ideas of what they're doing, maybe ask them what they're doing, and then get your blinders on and go to work on you and becoming better and making your connections. Because, I mean, I've had coaches go to 5-star diamond, elite, 6-figure incomes in 14, 16 months. And I've had the coaches that have gone to that amount, but it took them 3.5 years. 14 months for one, 3.5 years for another. So what would happen if that 3.5-year person got too distracted about what everybody else was doing faster than them in the beginning and just quit or felt it wasn't for them, instead of just trusting in that this works for anybody and just staying in the process, even though that process took a little bit longer. So I want you guys to understand that we're all different places. And realistically, the only thing that's if someone's doing it faster than you, is that they've built more solid relationships in life over the past 30 years. It's nothing to do with Team Beachbody. It's nothing to do with Team Beachbody that they're learning it faster than you or that they're better than you. It's that they have more trusting, deeper relationships, or they're that person in life that they're like, guys, let's go camping, and everybody goes camping. They're that already natural person that decides what to do and people follow them naturally. So when you see those people, that's why they're build the business faster than some. So that's why you got to have the blinders on sometimes if you're not that person right now. Because I wasn't that person either. So just know that it can get discouraging if you look at it like that. But remember, this is you. This is your separate, you're the CEO of your own business. You can connect with somebody that I can't connect with. Corey's going to connect with people that I can't connect with. Scott and Megan Gucky can connect with people that I can't connect with. Claire and Josh can connect with people I can't connect with. So the more that you be vulnerable and let your light shine, like who you are as a person, the more you're going to connect with people, and they're going to be drawn to you. And if you feel like you're not attracting people into your business or into your customers in business, into your Team Beachbody business that you don't want to work with, it's usually honestly because you attract who you are. So it's a hard fact to face. I'll tell you guys right now, only one of my original 8 coaches is still with me today, 4 years later, because I attracted in people. I was a little bit of a drama boy, I guess. I would feed into, like, if people wanted to talk about drama and gossip about other people, I was the person that jumped in and, like, even though I was trying to help, I would just feed it a little bit. So that's the kind of people that I attracted in when I first started, for the most part. So the more you grow, the more you read books, the more you connect with other leaders on this team, you're going to begin to attract more people that are good. So always work on improving yourself, and that's the main reason why. Is a lot of people think it's so that you don't quit or so that you can have the vision for your life, but it's really, I feel, working on yourself and your personal development is really to become better so that you attract better people. I always say if my business is struggling and I feel like it's lacking in some areas, I always say I'm going to go out and I'm going to work on becoming better this next month, and I'm going to go find somebody better than me and bring them into this business. That's going to be my goal for the month. So that's kind of how I work on a monthly basis, is I just evaluate how I feel. If I'm not where I want with the team and with my own goals, it's read more books, listen to more Les Brown and Tony Robbins and John C. Maxwell on YouTube. And I want you guys to know, I'll try to teach you guys in my PS Coach page over this year and in Team Dynasty exactly what I'm doing behind the scenes so you guys know. I want you guys to know right now, I listen to 3 to 5 hours a day of personal development. I sit down and read for a solid 30 to 45 minutes, and I listen for like 3 hours. With my arm broken and discouraged about perhaps not competing, I am going to compete now because I read and I listened to audios for 5 hours a day to keep my mind where it needed to be and positive and growing for you guys, so you guys can follow that lead, and to keep myself strong as well. So just know that even I do that. So I know in the beginning when it's the struggle, when you're building, because anything that's hard, anything that's worth it is going to be hard. Because if it's not, everybody would be successful, right? We have 20,000 elite 5-star diamond coaches on our team if this was really easy. But that's not the matter of fact. So I want you guys to know that it'll come down to you getting clear on your decisions. Learning with us in the group, learning with us, staying connected. The more that you stay connected, the more I'll use church references a lot. I make better life choices when I go to church on Sunday. I make better life choices when I go. If I skip a couple weeks and then a temptation comes in, if I'm at band or out with friends, it's easier to make the wrong choice when I'm not reminded every week on why I am here as a person, I guess, with church. So the same thing goes with Beachbody. When you connect with the National Wake Up Call Monday morning and listen to that, with the Thursday night team call, I look at that as like church for me. It keeps me connected with why I'm doing this, and it helps me make right choices that will help me build my business in the correct way from day in and day out. So you guys agree to stay connected with us as we build this business? We're going to do it together? Okay. I know it's Sunday night. I know you guys got a lot of inviting to do, maybe some more reading to catch up on, some goal setting for the week. But I want each and every one of us to aim for Success Club this month. And don't look at it as just 5 points. Look at it as 3 lives. You're going to connect 3 lives with a positive group of people, with a challenge pack that we know will change their life if they use it. So just go out with like relentless ambition to find those 3 people that you will help. And the ones that say no, just know that those are going to be the people in April, May, June, July that will be joining you as they see you stay consistent with your business. And remember that open sign. You don't want that person to come to your store 4 months from now, pull up in their car, and see that the hour says open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and your lights are off and it's closed down. Don't be that guy. Make sure that your business is open and ready for them when they're ready to come get their, have their experience with your business and your company as a Beachbody coach. So guys, I'm excited. I'm going to go gather my kids up, clean up my mom's house from the disaster they made. And then I'm going to go home and post up the assignment for you guys to do tomorrow. And I promise you guys I'll be in that group every single day. That'll be my pack to you guys. I want you guys to hold yourself to your own personal goals and stay connected with us, okay? Let's do it. And yes, in my PS Coach page, for those of my PS coaches, there's a trip coming up. If you don't know about it, ask me a message for my personally sponsored coaches. Okay. All right, we'll see you guys later.